Alright, it was a rocky start with the update, but I did manage to finally record some stuff in the Unicorn Pack, and a bit of a fake out here. It looks like we're going to go for level 3 Warg, which I was doing, but I'm going to abandon that in a second when I roll double Calygreyhound. So faint, spend mana to remove 1 health per mana from the 2 most healthy enemies. So not a very nice ability to read, but this was one of the units that I'd hardly used at all prior to the update, but it actually seemed like it's incredibly strong, and I'm not sure why I don't see more people using it. Essentially, it's like Skunk at tier 3, but it doesn't have some of the limitations that Skunk has. Obviously, it's not start of battle, it is a feint, so it can be affected by Mandrake, which is obviously a bit of a problem. But it is more powerful in that it targets more than one unit, and it's also not percentage based. So if you put 50 mana into a level 1 Greyhound, you're still going to reduce the stats on 2 opposing units to 1. So it's, in that sense, it can almost be like a level 3 Skunk twice. But despite that, we end up losing here, and I think we're going to go down to lethal pretty shortly. Okay, we're on 2 hearts now. And because I've decided to just commit to the Greyhound, I'm going to buy the Porridge, which I think is quite a nice addition to the game. Being able to equalise the stats, especially on units that have low starting health. But yeah, here we go. Here's a Mandrake, so it's going to turn off the Greyhound's ability, and the 14 mana ends up doing nothing. I actually don't know why that happens. I think that's a bit of a bug, to be honest. Both the Greyhound and the Gargoyle and the Chimera all spend mana on feint, but you could see what happened there is that the Greyhound had 14 mana. It fainted because its ability was disabled by the Mandrake. There was no mana snipe, and I think that's probably a mistake. It really should snipe if the ability is turned off. But a jump team, yeah, there are lots of them. This one doesn't seem particularly good because they don't have all the jump pieces like most of the other ones. They all tend to have the exact same squad of Brain Cramp plus, what's the other one? Tiger, Bug, and then the Frogman. But yeah, that team hadn't quite got that far yet. So we are surviving. We've got 1 turn to wait for the treasure chest. Although probably I'm just going to buy, sell whatever's inside it. And we're going to take the Yggdrasil fruit here. Mainly because the Greyhound has a very good chance of reducing the opposing unit's stats below 3. Or 3 or lower. So that means the goats that spawn from the fruit could get kills. And that's exactly what's going to happen here, although I think we would have tied anyway. But that's going to be a bit of a theme, I think, in a lot of these turns, is those goats spawning and actually getting kills on units that would otherwise have been unkillable. So yeah, we buy, sell the Frostwolf, not really necessary. But I think I'm going to stack the Cyclops. It feels very strange stacking Cyclops after going so long without using it at all. But it's definitely not broken anymore. I would say it is very strong still. But Cyclops cannot give chocolate to another Cyclops anymore, which means you can't get any of the ridiculous chain reaction teams that we were seeing constantly in the past. Now here, I'm not sure if the numbers were correct there. Did that say that it took 11? It looked like it took 11 health off the unit at the back there. Maybe I'll have to check the tapes on that. But we bring in the Phoenix now. Make any 3 random pets crisp, then summon 1 6/6 young Phoenix on feint. And I think that works really well with the Greyhound, because if we reduce some units in the back line to 1 HP, some teams do play big units at the back. I've seen quite a few people play Behemoth at the back. But if we crisp those units, then we can potentially just kill them before they get to do anything, because their health is so low as a result of the Greyhound. So I actually get pancakes here from the cornucopia, and twice in a row, which is really unlikely. And I think I'm going to put one on the Cyclops here, although I do intend to get rid of it. So we'll level up the Rock, which is going to give more mana to the Greyhound. And then I see the Jersey Devil. And actually I made a mistake there. I should have frozen the Cyclops in order to get it to level 3. And then I have another thing to sell for the Jersey Devil. New Nessie. And but as you can see here, the goat is going to kill it off. And so we end up winning. There are so many teams in the late game that are like 3 or 4 Yetis plus Nessie or Worm of Sand, like that team. So we'll take the level on the Phoenix, which just boosts up the size of the young Phoenix that it's going to spawn. I don't know if it increases the number of pets that get affected by Crisp. I assume it doesn't. But here we face 2 of the other mana spending faint pets. But they only have 4 mana on the Chimera at the back. Very unusual. And actually I think, yeah, we kill off the rest of their team and it is going to be a tie. That was a very strange squad. But I guess that's to be expected this early on after the update. There's going to be a lot of people trying stuff out. And would you believe we actually get pancakes again? I think that's 3 cornucopias in a row that produced pancakes. So I think I take the level on the Phoenix here, or maybe because I've got the Gingerbread Man, I'm going to take it on the Rock. No, okay, I'm going to take it on the Phoenix. I want to be able to replace that Gingerbread Man with something else. Now I freeze the Cyclops. And yeah, probably not in need for the cornucopia anymore because I don't want to replace the Yggdrasil fruit. Another Yeti Worm Sand Nessie team, but the Behemoth gets removed very easily, and we're going to crisp up a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, the Mana Snipe keeps removing the unit that has the 1 HP that would have been killed off by Crisp anyway. But we are 1 closer to getting the level 3 Cyclops, so we'll keep rolling for that. And yeah, we'll take the partial level on the Jersey Devil. Actually, here's Cotty. You can tell from the upside down trophy hat that it's someone special. He actually has a Phoenix with Mushroom, so he's had some good cornucopia luck there. Manticore kills off everything with the Crisp, but the Revenge Crisp results in the trade. So honourable draw, I'll take it. I really just want a chocolate or a Cyclops so I can level it up and then sell it for the Jersey Devil. But of course it makes more sense to get the level up on the Jersey Devil first to get it closer to level 3. We don't have that many summons, but it is pretty easy to bring in, you know, another Phoenix or Cerberus, I guess Nessie or something once everything's level 3 and you can just spend all your gold on rolls. But here the Tigerbug kills the Greyhound, and then both the biggest units get reduced to pitiful HP. The goat doesn't manage to break through the melon, but the young Phoenix is going to finish things off again. It is kind of crazy to think that, you know, turn 17, and it's going to have to be probably turn 20 for this team to actually win, and we're being hard carried by a level 3, tier 3 unit. Yeah. I guess maybe if there were more summon teams, it seems like most of our opponents have just been large units. You know, large jump teams or large scaling teams with Team Spirit or a Yeti Worm of Sand. I think the more people that would actually play summons, the much less viable this would be. But here's another scaling team, you know, full level 3s. Cyclops can't give quite as much experience and mana as before. But we are going to immediately remove some large units here for very cheap. And yeah, the question is, can we finish off the remainder here? It's looking pretty good. Yep, the Salmon of Knowledge. Okay, it was actually quite close. Only 3 health left on the Cyclops. But I do want to find another summon unit to make more use of the Jersey Devil. Even though I haven't sold that many level 3s this game. And yeah, I guess here I'm double checking if I was thinking about maybe running 2 mana pets so that the Greyhound would remove the health, and then the Sea Serpent would be able to snipe the remaining large units. But I think here we're going to go for the level 3 with the Cyclops, and I get a Phoenix on level up, so I should just sell the Cyclops now and bring in another Phoenix for the extra summon. I am a bit reluctant though because of the pancake still. Given how many close battles we've had, okay, I'm going to do it. Goodbye Cyclops. And in comes another Phoenix. Plus 6/6, so roughly equivalent to level 2 Turkey there. Here's another Greyhound team. They actually found Melon from the cornucopia. And the thing is though, we've got the summon team, so we don't mind too much if our Phoenix gets removed. We are going to remove their Sleipnir, is it? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that guy. At the back, and it is another draw. I think these teams are kind of predisposed to drawing. And okay, this time we don't really get anything useful from either cornucopia. Actually, notice at the top there's a little bug. It says chooser.guidefood when it probably should have said, an actual instruction to the player there. So another chocolate. Turn 19, it's not unusual to see an entire team of level 3s. And yeah, okay, so this opposing team, 64-64 Behemoth, is going to get reduced to 10. And then we remove the Melon to add insult to injury. How big is the level 3 Nessie going to be though? Just big enough to get killed by the young Phoenix. And we actually win there. I think I recognize that person's username from the official Discord. But level 3 Jersey Devil, and yeah, we'll just take the chocolate and health potion on the Phoenix just in case it makes a difference. Another 50-50 and a bunch of level 3s. They're both going to get reduced to 1. So essentially double level 3 Skunk from a tier 3. And it's actually maybe going to be quite close again. The double level 3 Unicorn trading the buffs back and forwards there. But no, the young Phoenix is going to spawn, and we get the win with a couple of achievements as well, because I've never really used these pets before. But yeah, definitely a very interesting unit, and seems super strong, so maybe you should be taking Mandrake when you play Unicorn Pack next time.